Many organizations face increasing pressure to secure their ever-growing data while ensuring their employees maintain access to the data they need. In 3 minutes, I'll introduce you to how TrustDSPM gives data visibility with business context, identifies and remediates risks, and uses AI to accelerate security operations. Let's start by getting visibility into our data by seeing the metadata it is tagged with. The metadata gives you business context to your data and is sourced from integrations with data classification partners. In the first 3 rows, we see 3 columns of PII data that TrustDSPM prioritizes for protection. Now that we have visibility to our data, let's investigate and remediate high-priority data access issues. Here we see 4 risks in the data access panel. The first one is a high-priority regulatory compliance risk for private data with no masking policy. We can easily create a policy defining the masking type and which user roles can see the unmasked data, so that this sensitive data is protected from unauthorized access. Now let's see if there are data movement risks. Let's look at data sprawl in our environment. Here we see all of the data flowing into and out of the healthcare services data store. Here we see that data has moved from our data store to an S3 bucket with public access. Keep in mind that S3 doesn't tell you where the data comes from, and it's quite powerful to get this insight from TrustDSPM. TrustDSPM has flagged a high-priority issue showing which sensitive data has been moved to the bucket. To address this issue, we can block public access to the S3 bucket to prevent data leakage. Now, let's investigate which users are accessing sensitive data. Here we see user Carolyn's access history, and we note that she has an admin role that she hasn't used in 30 days. This is a great opportunity to revoke that role and move towards least privilege. We can also perform triage by looking at all of Carolyn's roles and also her entitlements. Here we see she has account admin role on the healthcare database, and we can adjust her privileges as needed. Now, finally, let's use TrustLogic's Copilot to accelerate security operations by identifying users without a network policy, and then creating and deploying a policy. TrustLogix has discovered 3 users without network policies, so let's generate policies for them. Here we see the platform-specific network policy SQL statements that the TrustLogic's Copilot generated. When we ask Copilot to deploy it, we see a confirmation summarizing the new policies. We've now automatically reduced the risk access from an unauthorized IP address. Pretty powerful, isn't it? You've just seen how TrustDSPM secures your sensitive data by providing visibility with business context, identifying and remediating access issues, and accelerating security operations with its AI-powered Copilot.